Imagine losing your job right when you're in the middle of buying or selling a home. That's the reality for many Canadians amid this COVID-19 pandemic. Now, having made the biggest purchase of their lives, they're left fearful that their mortgages will be rejected and deals made months ago before the outbreak won't end up closing. Phil and Joe Camiso, the duo behind Dream World Realty, say they were warned that the outbreak could lead to deals collapsing. Now they're seeing it happen. Their client put in an offer on a new home months ago, but recently lost his job. Now the bank is pulling his mortgage.
We have a seller that's very, very upset. Of course, the buyer themselves does want to continue with their obligations, but at this point they're scrambling to try to find another institution that'll give them the financing to close the transaction.
Banks may walk away from these mortgages where they had confirmed that they would be providing the financing under the conditions that were true at the time a firm offer was made. But if circumstances change, so that would have serious limitations on people's ability to close the deal.
According to data from the Canadian Real Estate Association, more than 65,000 residential homes were sold across Canada in January and February. Based on this data, and considering every home has a buyer and seller, Hayter says right now there could be as many as 130,000 families currently waiting for transactions to close.
So what are the options for these buyers now, and sellers really?
I think from borrowers and whether they are buyers and sellers, they may not have much options.
Compounding the issue is that many home buyers may also be in the middle of selling their current home with a view of putting that cash towards their new purchase. With all of these deals in jeopardy, the result is a domino effect, one that will have a devastating impact on the real estate industry and beyond.
This is where we're looking to obviously go forward and support our families. So if our closings don't go through, then of course we're going to be in a big mess ourselves.
On March 17th, Canada's 6 largest banks, in consultation with the federal government, announced that it would allow mortgage deferrals of up to 6 months to help ease the financial burden brought on by COVID-19. Those in the industry say there's room for government intervention on this issue as well.
The governments are learning as they go. This is policy making on a daily basis. This is policy making on the fly. I'm confident that provinces and federal governments will be able to work out some details or some regulations or relaxation of regulations for the lenders to be able to honor those deals.
Now, we did reach out to the big banks on this issue. RBC, TD, and Scotiabank essentially said that they'd be dealing with this on a case-by-case basis, with Royal Bank adding that there may be more options for home buyers if the transaction in progress is default insured. CIBC said they would be honoring those mortgages up to March 25th, and they also said after that, again, it depends on if the mortgage is insured or not.